Hi, this is Chef Gourmet. I thought I would do a cooking channel while we're in the pandemic because I have a little bit of time on hands while my job does, well, I can't go into my work. So I want to start off and talk about the Philips Airfryer. You've been seeing this on television and it's extremely easy to use and the food comes out perfect every time. So what I want to do is talk about the Philips Airfryer here, the XXL model. And we're going to talk about two options that you must have at some point in time. You can either get them when you buy them, and I'll put links down below where you can buy the products so you don't have to search all over the internet for these things. Because some of the accessories are extremely hard to get. This depends on what time of the year we're talking about. So the Philips Air Fryer, it does a lot of different things. It bakes. You can take up frozen food like pizzas and hot dogs, corn dogs, and french fries directly out of the freezer. You can do steaks, pork chops, lamb. How about some fish? Did I say it bakes? What else? You could use, it does whole chickens, but I wouldn't use a 4 or 5 pounder. You're probably going to use something like a 3 pounder because even though this is a larger one, you don't want to stuff it because then the air can't circulate. So let's talk about the way this grill works. This air fryer works. So it uses a turbofan technology. The element is built up here, but what happens? Oh, that was hot. He heated it up. It was hot. What happens is that it has this cyclonic sort of a plate that when the air hits this, it goes to the bottom and spins back up. So you get a burst of hot air from the top and the bottom. The previous model didn't have this technology. It worked great. This just works even better. The pan that comes with it is a mesh pan. It's interchangeable, and this comes out like this. And basically, it comes with a non-stick wire mesh, but you can buy the grill pan, which is separate. It's actually a plate, actually, depending on which model you have. So you take this out, and the grill plate looks just like this. And you can't mess this up putting it because there's a little tab here on the bottom. And if you can see, it fits right in that tab, and I'll do a close-up so you can see, and it just pops right in. When you put it in, just slide it back in, and it's just extremely easy to use. The controls, a blind man could do this thing. Control, the power's right here. You can see when you turn the activator switch on, there's different types of presets. So you could, it'll show over here, to the right, it'll show, I'll do a close-up of this, but it shows the french fries, it shows the steaks, it shows the roast, it shows the whole chicken, it shows the seafood. And what that does, and I'll do a close-up of this also, but if you can see what I'm flipping, there's a Fahrenheit, I'll say, something like 190, 200, 300, 400 Fahrenheit. You can also convert it back to Celsius if you're in Europe. And then by clicking this button, you can also change the minutes. And then you hit that button and it turns on. Like so. Very easy. But you always have to remember is whatever you cook, whether it's vegetables or roast or fries, always preheat this. Because if you do it cold, I guarantee it's not going to come out the same. For steaks and things, I'd probably preheat it to maybe 3 to 4 minutes. For something more simple like vegetables, maybe a minute or 2. You're gonna know because what's gonna happen is you can open this thing up after about 2 or 3 minutes and you're gonna feel the heat, right? And you can hear it. It's very quiet. You could do this in your office. You could do this in your dorm room. You could do it in a small apartment. You could do it in a shared room situation. This thing is so great because you don't have to have a big oven. And when I show you how this works, I'm gonna do a ribeye next week. And it's like you're going to a 5-star restaurant. I kid you not, 5-star restaurant. And if it doesn't, send me the bill. Actually, don't send me the bill because I might get too many people sending me bills. The key is you have to pick good ingredients and you're going to get quality. You're going to get a quality product out of this air fryer. The next thing we're going to talk about, I'm going to put this aside. We're going to do an unboxing of we're going to do the pizza master kit. The pizza master kit I've tried frozen pizzas in here already, and they still come out great. But what I want to do is do some pizzas with pre-made dough, and also dough that I make with some yeast. So, you know, please send me some comments. I'll probably do that in about 2 weeks. If you guys have a preference of what you want me to see, I'll do 2 of them, and I'll pick 2 of the ones that I'll pick 2 of the best ones. I don't know how I'm going to pick them. Just send me your comments. Give me some choices. I'll cook that so that you don't have to play with this thing. I'll do it first so you can see how good it's going to be. So here it is. Whoop, sorry about that. We're going to take this aside. Woo! Check it out. There's the instruction manual. And one of the things it does, and always read the manual, because what it says here is if you put the pizza in here with things like pancetta or pepperoni, and you don't put cheese on top to melt it, what happens is that the pepperoni flies off the pizza. So what you want to do in some cases, you have to test it. You put the wire mesh that I told you about that's included. You put the wire mesh on top of the pizza. So when this comes out, you'll be taking your pizza and just putting it over there until it starts melting. Then you can take it off. I wouldn't put it on the whole time, maybe the first couple of minutes until the cheese starts holding everything down. You'll have to test that. So you just pull this out. Remember when you take this out, this could be hot. It's already hot. I preheated only for 30 seconds and it's hot. So you take this out, you put this aside, and you pop this in. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Pop it in. Again, the same thing with the pizza. You got to preheat this pan before you put your pizza in. That being said, those are the 2. There's other accessories. I'm sure you can go to the internet and find a bunch of things, but those are the 2 easiest ones to use. So, please, next week I'm going to be doing a ribeye with some special spices, and I'm going to show you what sides, what vegetable, and what starch to put it with, and there will be a dessert. So please, subscribe to my channel and click a like, and I really appreciate it.